enemy reaches the battlefield, smash them! All troops deployed!
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Launch attack!
That once little girl is gonna save someone.
Hey, not bad.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Request backup!
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little
Wait
girl
for me.
is gonna save
Ally
someone this
has
time.
been slain. Launch attack!
Understood.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Okay.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents
Enemy has slain the turret.
when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save. Time to shine! The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
An enemy has been slain.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Request backup! Enemy rampage! Shut down!
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Request backup!
Understood.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Launch attack! Initiate retreat! Ally has been slain.
That once little
Enemy
girl
has been slain. Initiate retreat!
The gun represents justice pointing at the bad guys.
Launch attack! The enemy has slain the turtle. Our turret has been destroyed.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Request backup!
The gun represents ally has been pointing at the bad guys.
Turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack. Request backup! Your team destroyed a turret!
That once little girl
Ally
is
has
gonna
been
save
slain.
someone this time.
Initiate retreat! Request
The
backup!
gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad
Initiate
guys.
retreat! Request backup!
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
You have slain an enemy!
Hey, not bad.
The gun represents justice.
Launch attack!
When pointing at the bad guys. That once little
Request
girl
backup!
is gonna save someone this time. Time to shine!
An enemy has been slain! Initiate retreat! Your team destroyed a turret! Request backup!
The gun represents
Our
justice.
turret is under attack!
When pointing at the bad guys.
Our turret is under attack! Our turret has been destroyed! Launch attack! Launch attack! Ally has been slain!
That once little girl
The enemy has slain the
this
turtle!
time. The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat! An enemy has launched attack! Ally has been slain. Request
That once little
backup!
girl
Our turret is
is
under
gonna save
attack!
someone this time.
Our turret has been destroyed.
The gun represents justice.
Request
Our
backup!
turret
Turret
is
is under
pointing at the
attack!
bad guys.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Time to shine!
An enemy has been slain!
The gun once little girl is gonna save someone this time. The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. That once little girl is gonna save
Request backup.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Killing spree.
That one little girl is gonna save someone.
Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
The gun represents justice.
Request
Initiate
backup.
retreat. That once little girl is gonna save
Initiate
someone.
retreat. Launch attack. Request backup. The enemy has slain Lord. Initiate retreat.
Time to shine!
Initiate retreat. Killing spree. Initiate retreat.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Request backup.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Mega kill. Double kill. An enemy has been slain. Request backup. Launch attack. Request backup.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Well played. Under attack.
The gun
Our
represents
turret has
justice
been destroyed.
when
Launch
pointing at the
attack.
bad guys.
Initiate retreat.
That once little girl is gonna save someone.
Ally has been slain. You have been slain. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Request backup.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
An enemy has been slain.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Request backup. Oh, not ready.
The gun represents justice.
Request
Pointing
backup.
at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat. Monster kill.
Shine.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Launch attack at the Lord.
Gather at the Lord. Okay.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Launch attack. An ally has slain godlike. Launch attack. Your team destroyed a turret. Launch
pointing at the bad guys.
Request backup. Destroyed a turret.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Your team destroyed a turret. Killing spree.
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Your team destroyed a turret.